Good morning, welcome to Catex TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, go to Catex TV. At least 3,000 people have been left homeless after a large fire, which lasted for more than 12 hours, broke out in a shanty town in the center of the Philippine capital of Manila last night. The government was unable to determine the cause of the fire late last evening. Some of the victims are accusing the Manila Fire Department as being too slow in tackling the blaze. One witness said the fire was at one of the entrance gates, but the firefighters didn't do anything. They just let the fires burn bigger. Preposterously, at least 80 homes a day are destroyed by fire in Manila's poor areas, where electrical wirings are often faulty and houses are made of lightweight, flammable materials. The director of Manila's Disaster Reduction Management Office accused the government of failing to protect the poor population of the city. The Reduction Management Office is providing food, blankets, and mats and everything they can to those who are in need. The United States is apparently concerned that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will reveal secrets of the Iran-American anti-nuclear discussions that have been going on in Switzerland when he speaks to a joint session of Congress today at 11 a.m. Yesterday, Israeli media began to release reports indicating that the Americans had shut off intelligence sharing with Israeli security services regarding discussions of the Iranian negotiations. Yesterday, the Prime Minister spoke to the American Israel Political Action Committee. Today, as I say, in several hours, he'll be speaking on Capitol Hill. The London insurer Hiscox has reported a strong set of results for 2014. Profits hit £215 million. It was a little bit of a decrease compared with last year, where they hit about £238 million. However, the gross written premiums increased about 3.3%. Their retail business in the United States contributed significantly. They saw a 24% organic growth, up to $360 million US in premiums. Professional liability products are apparently a growth engine. They did see a dip in their reinsurance business. That fell from $105 million to $105 million compared to £129 million last year. Bronek Masojeda, the chief executive officer of Hiscox, said, "We've been able to grow profitably in insurance and position Hiscox Re sensibly, reducing premiums and attracting new capital in the face of tough conditions. You can be sure that if any entity is going to underwrite sensibly, it's going to be Hiscox." Good for them. About half of 37 Bermuda-based employees of Platinum Reinsurance Company, which was recently acquired by Renaissance Re, have apparently accepted redundancy packages. This is according to the Royal Gazette in Hamilton. Of the 37, about two-thirds were offered either permanent or temporary positions by RenRe. It's also understood that RenRe has held off filling vacancies in their own company, waiting for for Platinum staff to determine whether or not they wanted to accept them. Other mergers are in the pipeline that could affect Bermuda jobs, mainly the big one involving XL's acquisition of Catlin. That one apparently has got people worried because they're seeking savings apparently of $200 million per year from the combinations, which could be infrastructure savings related to back office systems, IT systems, etc. Australian reinsurer and insurer Suncorp has issued an update on the impact of Tropical Storm Marcia, which struck Queensland as a Category 5 storm late last month. Suncorp said it expects to receive 10,000 claims in relation to the storm. It says that the event could cost as much as 150 million Australian dollars. Including the cost of this event, Suncorp said that it expects its natural hazard expenses for the financial year to date to be as high as 720 million Australia. The natural hazard allowance for the full year up to June 30th is 595 million Australian. Suncorp said that as a result of this, the group is likely to miss its return on equity target by as much as 10%. One of South America's most active volcanoes erupted very early this morning in northern Chile. The Villarrica volcano erupted around 3 a.m. local time. The 9,000-foot volcano in Chile's Central Valley, about 400 miles south of Santiago, sits above the small city of Pucón. Tourists have flocked there for years for outdoor activities, including looking at the active volcano. Nobody is looking at the active volcano as a tourist center today, though. President Michelle Bachelet announced she's going to travel to the volcano area today. Some 3,500 people have been evacuated. Some of the world's largest airlines are banning bulk shipments of rechargeable lithium batteries in the face of mounting evidence of their potential to cause catastrophic in-flight fires. Lithium batteries, of course, were on the Boeing 787, which caused the several engine fires, or not engine fires, the cabin fires, which put the 787 out of service for a while shortly after its introduction. Apparently now, United Airlines, Delta Airlines, have completely stopped accepting shipments of lithium-ion batteries. American Airlines has stopped accepting some types of lithium-ion batteries, but they're continuing to accept small packages of batteries grouped together into a single container. These kinds of shipments represent more of a safety concern because it's thought that if one battery somehow explodes, it will set off a chain reaction with other batteries. All three airlines say that they'll continue to accept shipments of the batteries when they are inserted into devices, thinking that somehow the devices will provide further shielding. Meanwhile, the Federal Aviation Administration has continued to test these batteries, and according to one official, everything we find out makes it look worse and worse. We've been very lucky so far, but at some point it's going to end. It's going to be very difficult to explain because everybody knows how dangerous and explosive these batteries are. An airliner might be able to withstand a fire generated by a small number of lithium-ion batteries, but a fire involving lots of them could destroy the plane. Ukraine will hike its main interest rate to 30% today in a drastic move designed to help curb runaway inflation and stabilize its currency. The governor of the country's central bank said it will raise the benchmark rate from 19.5% to 29.5% later today. The announcement follows a 5 percentage point hike earlier this month. The country has been plunged into economic turmoil following Russia's annexation of Crimea almost a year ago. The currency has lost around 2/3 of its value against the dollar since the beginning of that conflict. That's quite an interest rate. That's the news for today. We'll be watching the Israeli Prime Minister's speech to see what or if he divulges any secret information, and we'll tell you what it is tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you then.